McDavid. Moves in, McDavid goes upstairs! What a goal!
Hey guys, how's it going? It's Etanyos here. Welcome to episode number 7 of this Edmonton Oilers Franchise Mode here on NHL 21. We are back in oil country here to get into the 2022/23 season. Franchise Mode is finally back, guys. It has been like 5-6 days. EA finally got the patch out here, and things are looking like they might actually work now. Either way, the game works again, fortunately. Which, is funny because, we could try to ask for so many more things in the community, but it works. That is the main thing, is that this actually works, right? So, where were we? Wow, it has been a while since we got through this last episode. We pulled off a pretty awesome draft overall in the last episode. It was titled Draft Day Blockbuster, and we pulled off the Atu trade there as well, which is insane because that is the only other first overall pick we have now besides Connor McDavid. We did let Nugent Hopkins go. Obviously, Taylor Hall, Nail Yakupov, those guys have been gone for a long time. But Nuge was, the last kind of victim number 1 overall pick here from Edmonton. So 6 years apart. I think Ratty's going to add a whole nother dynamic to this team, being a really high-end two-way forward. I don't think Edmonton's really had one of those types of forwards in a while. So, yeah, I'm excited to see what he's going to bring to the team and to, just how this team plays in general. But at the same time, we are going to get through, I want to say, the majority of this season. I don't think we're going to take too much time or spend too much time here on trades or anything. Obviously, we have some comments we have to get to, but at the same time, I kind of just want to get through this, get to the point where we can sign a better coach, because, it would be nice to make the playoffs this year with this team. That's kind of the goal. But at the same time, when you actually look at our lines currently, they are not the most spectacular. We could try to go out and maybe acquire some third liners in replacement for Vinny Hinostroza and maybe Dante Heinen, because, these guys really don't fit together all that well. We definitely need a better two-way right winger, I would say. And then apart from that, the defense is solid. Obviously, the majority of this defense is actually a pinch and cycle, except for Evan Bouchard, who we might end up moving eventually. And then you look down in the system too here with our newer guys we've got in here, like Samorukov. Samorukov's 23, but still, you get a pinch and cycle or a pinch and balance for him, he's going to be good. Same thing here with Piero Zabotal. Again, balance cycle, he's going to work on a pinch and cycle just fine. And then same thing as well, Lucas Strimbu is the other huge name defensive prospect that we have that we do need to get on a max kind of system fit. Stuart Skinner might make the team by next year. We do have some very good goaltending in there right now. And then you guys have seen the lineups from last episode. They are absolutely, that's 102 rated McDavid. Like, that is just absolutely filthy. The only question I have here is with Hinostroza and how that's going to play out. Is he going to, we might have to move Sherry up there, but either way, we'll figure something out as far as this team goes. I think overall this team is actually in a very good spot right now. Like, I have no complaints. I think it's more just a matter of let's sim this season out, see how it goes. But let's get to some comments first. So Gabriel S. said, "Oh my God, what a good draft and video." Thank you, Gabriel. I appreciate that. He said, "I would try trading Ratty for that first overall pick since he's a power forward, 84 overall, but he's only a medium elite. Overall, great draft, though. Looking forward to more vids." Finally, we're bringing more vids back. I agree, but I don't know if we're going to go with that trade just because if you look at the first overall pick that was just selected, it would have been by the Portland Pylons as they won their first lottery, I believe. I believe they won their first lottery this year, and yeah, Russell Coe, I believe is how, or Russ Coe, sorry, 18-year-old power forward, but he's a center. That's the other thing, and then we have no scouting report on him, so it's probably not the best idea to go for this guy at the moment. Maybe we will look into him down the road, see if we can, try to pick him up, but as of right now, I think we're just going to leave that alone. The trade values are still absolutely screwed. Like, look at this. Look at this. Evan Rodriguez, a playmaking third-line center. And Matter, like, what? Come on. Yeah, so the game is definitely still broken in many ways, but at least we can actually, make roster moves again. That's always a, nice bonus. Wow, Christopher Wilde is a nice pick there by Pylons too. Anyways, the next comment here comes from Arvid Berggren. He says, an idea for another blockbuster trade is trade the new goalie prospect you got in the draft, the medium elite, for a first-line power forward winger who has perfect chemistry. But this is what I need to discuss with you guys, is that overall, you look at our goaltending, yes, Parbacker has by far the higher value since he's a first-round pick and a high elite goalie, but you look at a guy like Joakim Jokela, in 1 year, there is, so Jokela's 19, Backer's 18. Different potentials on them, barely. They're both unsigned, but you look at the overall, and that is the thing I want to focus on, because Joakim Jokela is 7 ratings higher than Parbacker. The reason I don't want to move either of these guys is because I want to see how they progress in one season. If Backer can get up to a 65 by the time he's 19, then we're not going to trade him. We're going to keep him. But if he doesn't progress that much, we'll stick with Jokela, because I don't know how, but he's got 2 goaltending positions. He can play goalie and goalie. But we're going to see. I don't think we're going to make any hasty decisions here. I think the team is in a very good spot right now. Yes, blockbusters would make this video just explode again as far as views. You guys have been crushing it, by the way. Thank you so much. And make sure you go down below, drop a like, and subscribe if you haven't, because that really helps build this community, and I'm having a great time building up my channel here with you guys. It has been an awesome process. Anyways, to our next comment. So we had a couple comments here from Lucas J 1112. He said the Valimaki trade that we got offered last episode had Strimbu in it, so that's probably good we didn't make that trade. He said he should have signed Pavelski to a 4-year because he's a 2-way forward. That's interesting. I don't know if he's still available, but we can go look into that for sure. The other comment here came from JBirdie417 saying this is about to be a good video. Thank you, I appreciate that. Keep up the great work. Love the videos. Been watching since the Royal series, and I watch all of your NHL 20 series. That's awesome. He said a potential trade, you could move Puljujarvi because, who is this? Who is? Oh, Ratty, I think he meant to say. Ratty would take his place and could fit as a better third liner than Puljujarvi. Unfortunately, we did just move Puljujarvi up to the second line because he is an 85 overall now, which is, a pretty solid overall, I would say. I think he's going to be a really productive player this year, especially with his size and speed and everything. I think he's going to put up a lot more than 34 points this year. And I don't think we're going to move that yet. I don't know if we're going to... We probably will trade Puljujarvi at some point in this series, or maybe we'll just let him go. But who knows? Right now, he is an influential part of this team, though. And then the final comment here came from Arvid Berggren saying, imagine a 102 McDavid on the power play. Nasty. I agree. He's going to be nasty this year. This whole team is going to be nasty. We have got supposedly one of the better teams in the league on our hands. I don't know. We're listed as a buyer. Doesn't mean anything in my books, honestly, but according to other teams, we're looking to sign their good players in exchange for prospects and such. Unfortunately, I really don't want to trade any of those guys that are on there. I would much rather trade some of my picks. Not going to lie. Like, we can put the 2024 pick up there. Who else can go in here? I don't know if we're even going to put any players in here. I think we're just going to let guys grow this season, see what kind of advancements we can get as far as growth goes. I think we're going to put a 1st through a 5th on here and just say send it, because I really don't want to disassemble this team at this point. As much as I would love to do a blockbuster for you guys, I just don't think we need to. So that's where I'm going to kind of call it here. And there's the 5th. Okay, so we're just going to load up picks there on the trade block, and let's get into it. I'm going to simulate right through the season. I might stop up at the trade deadline if this team needs some kind of help, or something like that. But for now, we're going to just get to the regular season. I'll show you guys the team's overall ratings, and then we'll go from there. So guys, as much as I don't like our third line and how it's got zero chemistry, I think they're still going to be able to score. And that is, a very big threat when you can have the third or fourth line scoring. So I don't think I'm going to touch the team. Puljujarvi drops down to an 83. That's cool. All right. I mean, this is obviously one of the more solid Edmonton teams we've had over the last couple seasons, and I think they're going to be good. We'll see what happens through maybe the first quarter of the season. But let's just take a quick look at this team's overall ratings, how they match up against a team like Dallas and, other rivals we're going to have in the West here. So, by the looks of it, the Edmonton Oilers have 92 offense, 90 defense, 88 goaltending, versus Dallas, who is supposedly a weaker team. So that's what we're going off of. We're going off a 92, 90, 88. It's really good ratings overall, in my opinion. We're going to sim the first 21, and I'll be back with you guys when anything decisive happens. Whoa. Okay, guys, this is what I have to stop it right here. This is what I mean by the trade value system is broken. That's 2 elite players, another medium top 6, and a 4th rounder for Jake Muzzin? Good try, Toronto. Good try. Like, what? Seriously? Alright, guys, so we are approximately halfway through the season here at the 43 game mark, but McDavid's on fire, literally scoring like 1.5 a game. That's insanity. And we're sitting second in the Pacific and second in the league, or tied for, I guess we're third, because there's a first place tie at the moment after 43 games between the Detroit Red Wings and the Vancouver Canucks, and the Canucks would be first with more wins there. So yeah, funny enough, even though we supposedly fleeced the Canucks in that trade getting Atu Ratti, they were strong anyways, and we essentially just added extra talent to their system in Clark and Numanen. So that sucks, but that's how things went, and we're going to have to face that backlash at some point here whenever that actually hits us. So Pettersson's playing pretty good. I don't know who's like their standout. I want to say Horvat, but he's not even a point per game. So that's what's kind of throwing me off right now. I don't know who's absolutely torching it for them. I think they're just playing really well all around as a team. And then the one that really is confusing me right now that I do not understand at all is the Detroit Red Wings. They're killing everybody. I mean, they got Lafreniere, right? I guess that was the main thing. So yeah, you put Lafreniere with Larkin and Zadina. That makes sense. Yeah, that's a pretty strong lineup, just as is like that. So, who's their goaltender? Oh, and they got Holtby too. Okay, yeah, so, Detroit's got a decent team in place right now, too. Our team is killing it, no questions asked. 59 points in 43 games. It's really solid. McDavid's got 58 points in 43 games, which, again, is insane. Draisaitl over a point per game as well. Connor Sherry right at a point per game or just under. Same with Yamo, Verana. Those guys are all putting up really solid points. And Clefbaum has got 19 points on the season, so not bad from the defense there either. They're definitely contributing a bit more. Let's take a look at the entire league at the halfway point here. And Eichel is absolutely annihilating the league here with 63 points. Unfortunately, Buffalo is really not playing that well by the looks of that -3. Pasternak has got 59 points in 43, and Malkin's got 59 as well. So yeah, lots of guys scoring here. Lots of guys putting up big numbers here overall, and no, that's just interesting to see. Kovalchuk's definitely feeding off of Eichel there. He's got lots of points too. So yeah, no, this is looking good. The entire league's got a lot of parity overall, and Lehner's got the most wins there. Holtby, Hart, Kemper are up there as well. Samsonov's got 19 wins. So yeah, things are looking real solid all around here. I have no complaints for the league and how it's looking so far. As far as rookie skaters go, Sergei Svitov, he was a 3rd overall pick by the Bruins in 2021, is really turning out well. Alexander Holtz is looking fantastic too. So that means, yeah, that means that, hold on. There's a roster update in here because Holtz is actually listed 6th overall. Unless they... Oh, I guess no, that makes sense. Hold on, no. There was no roster update. That's just my bad. Holtz was drafted 6th in the redraft here when we restarted everything. Oh my goodness. Devin McDonald was actually insane. Same with Hervin in there. I thought there was a roster... I thought somehow the roster update affected that, which made no sense. Yikes. Okay, yeah, Trevor Wong has turned out pretty decent for the Kings, too. There's lots of talent in the Pacific that we're going to have to deal with over the upcoming years here, so this should be fun. Either way, guys, we are going to just get right to the end of the season, and if we do make the playoffs, which is, we're trending that way anyways, if we actually make the playoffs, then you'll get some gameplay there in this episode, but let's see how the second half of the season goes. I think we just pulled that off. Yes, we did. Woo! I believed in it. See, guys, I told you. I believed in this team, and it finally paid off. Reason being, we just got ourselves a frickin' President's Trophy. Let's go. What a season from the boys. 104 points in 82 games for Connor McDavid. 58 goals, I'll have you. 116 points in 82 games. The next closest team was the Vancouver Canucks, right on our ass. Oh my goodness, that was close. And wow, what a performance by the Edmonton Oilers. 53-19 and 10 for an insane record. That is the best in the league. There's no question. McDavid scores 105. Draisaitl, scores 95. Verana is a point a game. I'm glad we held on to him. Yamamoto scores 76 points. Holy crap, that was insane. He's so fast, too. Oh, jeez, okay. Connor Sheary puts up 75. I'm surprised he's sitting at 82 overall. 64 for Hinostroza as well. Puljujarvi scores 65. That is easily his best season. He almost doubled his production there from one year to another. And Bouchard scores 33 to lead the defense. Not too bad. That was his best season by 3 points. I'll give you the plus 33 as well as a huge difference from last season. And yeah, this team just completely outperformed my expectations. Looking down in the AHL here, Atu Radi probably ready to bring up. Not gonna lie, I think he really is ready to come up to this team and play, but we just don't exactly have a spot for him yet. I mean, we could try to toss him on the third line. I think he's good enough to play there. And then other guys like Lavoie put up great points for sure. Josh Archibald led the team with 64 points. Samorukov scores 56. That's insane for a defenseman. Somehow Andreoff went from 90 points in 82 games to 47 in 82. That's cool. I don't even know how that happens, but it does. Piero Zabotle, 31 points, not bad. He's been pretty good in Bakersfield overall, and he's definitely looking to get a promotion this upcoming year. How did Lucas Strimbu do? 23 points in 30. He was injured a lot. That's not great. But fortunately, he's healthy now. Let's see the goalies. How did the goalies do? Rodrigue had 29 wins in 42 games. As far as our NHL goalies, 40 wins for Samsonov on the year. So let's go take a look at the entire league, see how everything else went there. Stolar. You're kidding me. He plays 67 games because the Leafs don't have a goalie and gets 41 wins on a .89 save percentage. Man, if Samsonov does not win the Vezina, I'm going to be blown out of the water because he should. He should win the Vezina. As far as defensemen go, Victor Hedman scores 78 points. I would love to get an elite defenseman developing properly in this team because we still really don't have one. And as you are seeing here from multiple elite defensemen, these guys really do make a huge difference in your team. But we don't have that right now, unfortunately. So, rookie skaters, Russ Coe scores 59 points in 82 games. Svitov, if he didn't get injured, probably would have beat that. Devin McDonald scored 52 points as a grinder. That is scary. Oh okay, and I think that's kind of it overall. I mean, Maximov competed for sure. He put up 36 points, so not bad. As far as all forwards go, Jack Eichel scores 114. McDavid finishes third in league scoring with his 104 points, behind Kucherov as well as Eichel there. So, yes, big numbers from lots of players here, but I think overall I am incredibly pleased with the spot that we ended up with this team. I think we might just hold off on the playoffs here until next episode. We might get through one round, actually. I kind of want to do one round because, this team is President's winners. We have to make it through the first round if we're going to be considered, true proper President's winners, because if you lose in the first round, you're just like Tampa. You're a meme team, essentially. So, let's finish things up here nice and quick. Let's make some roster moves. Do waivers apply still? Because if they don't, which I'm hoping they don't, waivers do apply, so that's scaring me a little bit. Okay. Either way, I want to bring Ratty up. I want to send Skinner back down. And I think that's it for now. Wow, Budai is going to be ready by next season. He legitimately is. He's 20 years old. My goodness, this guy's going to be a force. Center/left wings. Wow. He's just turned 20 years old. He takes a lot of penalties, though. 92 penalty minutes is high. But he can score big time for sure. He's a little slow, too, though. That's the other thing I'm realizing about him now. Anyways, we're making these roster moves. We might lose Skinner here, and if we do, I'm probably going to be upset, but it might just happen, so risky business, hopefully results in risky rewards. Actually, you know what? We are going to do one other thing here. We're going to send Ennis down as well. And please don't pick up all my guys. That would be very nice. And okay. Of course, Ratty loses morale because of his call-up. That's cool. Okay, so we send Ennis up. Or we send Ennis down, sorry, and bring Ratty up. He's 83 over... What? Oh my goodness. Oh my actual goodness gracious me. Look at this team now. Holy, that is filthy. Okay, so we're about to just annihilate some teams here, I think. He is a two-way forward, though, which doesn't exactly help overall with the chemistry, but who cares, man? Look at this freaking team. This is fantastic. Yeah, this is really good. I'm ready to play with this team, honestly. I think we're going to just kill some other teams here. Okay, so I actually didn't look at Bakersfield's season. How did they do? They were 124. They were the let's go top tier teams. Edmonton's sick right now. Like, they're actually insane. This is crazy because nobody, won a scoring title or anything for our teams, but they won the titles for the regular season as teams, which is insane because that means they're playing as teams. And that also means that we have a formidable group on our hands here heading into the playoffs. I'm really looking forward to this. It's funny because I'm not even going to care about chemistry once we get Ratty up here. Like, I'm looking forward to this. He's going to be insane. Does he carry, shoot, efficient, balance? Balance, shoot, balance. Okay, so he'll be fine. But we are going to leave him on the third line just for now. Even though I know he is good enough to fit into our top six, we're not going to do that yet. Instead, we are just going to advance here a day or two. I do want to go in and just kind of edit Atu Ratty a little bit as well. As far as his stick goes, he's using a CCM Ribcore by the looks of it in this picture anyways. So we'll make sure to get him one of those. I don't know if it's the trigger. No, it's not. It would be this one. Yep. He's using the trigger 3DS or 3D, sorry, not 3DS. That's Nintendo. Black tape on there. He also uses more of a toe tape, so like a full kind of stick blade tape there, and then it looks like he's actually got like blue handle tape, so we'll try to kind of match the dark blue for the Oilers here if we can. I'd say it's that one probably. And that's cool. All right, he's looking good. Only one more thing here, which is, he is wearing Bauer skates, but he's also got the sock tuck going in the none sock tuck on this one, sorry. And then he is wearing the Vapors instead. Okay. Let's pick a presentation for him, may as well. And I'm kind of feeling, I really like the Slinger one. That's one of my favorite all times. So we're going to toss the Slinger Selly on Atu Ratty there just to have some fun with it when he actually scores. And yeah, things are looking good here. I think this team is going to be fantastic in the playoffs, and we have to see who we're playing first, of course. That is the main thing here. And let's go! We got a Battle of Alberta. Right now, guys, we're going to take on the Calgary Flames right now. I was like, what are the odds we got Calgary? Like, that's already just precognitive in my head as an Oilers fan. And yeah, this should be fun. Okay, so yeah, they got a pretty solid team, I'd say. No crazy ass talent. Like, they've got good talent for sure, like good players, but nobody that's like blowing me out of the water here or anything. Rittich in net. Gavrikov's out with an injury, undisclosed how long. But we got a fully healthy team. I think we should take these guys out pretty quick, but you never know what's going to happen, obviously, in NHL. The game likes to have a lot of fun and, in the meanest way, usually. So, anyways, President's Trophy winners taking on the Calgary Flames here in Game 1. Let's see how the Battle of Alberta starts. So, first period, the Oilers start off up 1-0. They get outshot 11-10, but Draisaitl buries a puck right at the halfway point of the first period. Second period, it's a 3-1 game as McDavid scores on the power play, followed up by a goal by Johnny Gaudreau. Just 45 seconds, or not even 45, literally 38 seconds later. And then 7 minutes after Gaudreau's goal, Vrana makes it a 3-1 game. Edmonton drastically outshooting Calgary in that period, 27-16 at the end of that period. Heading into the third period, let's see how things go. Van Riemsdyk makes it a 3-2 game right away. Yamamoto fires back, making it a 4-2 game, and this is tight for sure. As Sean Monahan makes it a 4-3 game. Edmonton doesn't convert on a power play, and this Battle of Alberta is tight, but Jacob Chicherin steps in, makes it a 5-3 game. And the Oilers are looking good here as they get another power play, don't score on it, and just completely annihilating the Flames on shots overall. Puljujarvi hits the empty net, and that is a 40-shot, 6-3 win in Game 1 on home ice. The Oilers came to play. Puljujarvi gets a goal and an assist for the first start of the game. Draisaitl and Yamamoto also on there with goals and assists for themselves. Fantastic first game overall, and really, if things keep up like this, Edmonton's going to be in a very, very easy position overall. I mean, we are anyways. We've got home ice advantage through the entire playoffs if we can make it past the first round, but let's see how game number 2 goes. We're not worried about Bakersfield right now. I think they can handle themselves just fine, but first period, Calgary gets the step on Edmonton. Even though we were up 1-0 to start, Hanifin and Backlund fire back, and Backlund scoring with 1:41 left in the first. That one stings. We get outshot 13-9. Second period, it's still a 2-1 game as Calgary is really putting on the pressure here. Even though Edmonton has been firing back on shots, it's just a matter of time till they get one here. But let's see how the third period goes. Edmonton on the power play. They don't convert. That one hurts. Power play for Calgary does not convert either. Down to the halfway point, and it's not looking too good for Edmonton here as the 5-on-3 doesn't convert. Power plays for Calgary don't convert, and Edmonton's running out of time here. And that is an L in Game 2 as the Flames take one back on the Oilers, winning a tight game 2-1. That Backlund goal was decisive there, and Rittich gets first start of the game. Samsonov second, obviously in a low-scoring game. That's what's going to happen. So, not the result we wanted to see there in Game 2, but it happens. Calgary gets the 1-1 split, and now we got to head back to Calgary and try to take a home game off of them. So, game number 3 in the Saddle Dome. Let's see what happens here. First period, Edmonton's up 1-0 as Bouchard scores with 3:10 left in the first period. We outshoot them 10-7. Second period, it's still a 1-0 game. Edmonton outshooting Calgary 23-11 on shots. I don't know how this is still a 1-goal game, honestly, but it is. Calgary starting off strong, getting a couple shots here, and they're back in the game for sure, but Edmonton firing back the other way. Nobody scoring yet, and Calgary ties it up 1-1, James Van Riemsdyk, but Yamamoto responds instantly, and then Teddy Blueger adds another onto that as we really kind of bury the Flames there in the third period. To add insult to injury, Cooper Marody scores 1-2. That's a lot of lower end, like our first, Yamamoto scored, but then a lot of first liners there for Edmonton as they take game 3, 4-1, 33-20 on shots there. That was a great performance overall. And Cooper Marody goal and an assist, Teddy Blueger goal and an assist, and Samsonov there, 19 saves, 1 goal against on the night. Not a bad game 3. Edmonton showed up for that one for sure. I want to take a quick peek over at the Condors as they are they're down 2-1, against the Ontario Reign. That is interesting. Okay. So heading into game 4, we might lose the Condors here, which would be sad, but hopefully they can kind of turn it around. So heading into game number 4 now, Edmonton looking to get another away victory to really bury this series. First period, it's a 0-0 game, outshooting Calgary 11-8 on shots after the first. Second period, it's a 2-2 game as Atu Radi gets his first goal in an Oilers uniform, followed up by a power play goal for Jakub Vrana. Shorthanded goal right after by UC Valimaki, and then he gets another one right at the end of the period to make it a tie game. So outshooting them 26-18 heading into the third. McDavid opens the scoring in the first minute of the third to make it a 3-2 game. Calgary ties it up as Noah Hanifin scores one there. But overall, tight game, and Calgary gets the lead as Van Riemsdyk scores one there. Is Edmonton going to be able to bounce back? It doesn't look like it right now, even though they are getting lots of shots. Lindholm does find the net, though, to tie it up 4-4, and this very well might be heading to overtime. Not much time left here, and we are indeed heading to overtime. So I think this is the point where you guys get the gameplay. We have to try and take this game off of Calgary on home ice. What is that? Interesting jerseys for sure. I love how they update everything but the gloves, so it just looks absolutely stupid. Okay. You know what? We're gonna give Calgary a jersey that actually looks decent. Like, that looks better. Yeah, let's give Calgary a jersey that actually looks okay in this. Okay. Anyways, All-Star 5 minutes. I very well might lose this. Calgary's a good team for sure. And let's see what we can do here. All right, here we go. You can hear the fans chanting a bit. This should be interesting for sure. As Lindholm and Draisaitl line up. Draisaitl going to win the draw. Vrana going to pick it up, get it in deep. And let's just see what we can get done here. So, Draisaitl trying to turn the puck over there. Couldn't do it. Why? It reset all my gameplay. You guys can see it right there. It reset all the gameplay in the update. I'm going to play this one around to Sheary. He's going to pick it up. Draisaitl going to get the puck. He's going to cut in, looking for a pass, doesn't find it. Going to go back to Chychrun, over to Lindholm, who's going to fire. That's a great chance and a fabulous save there too. That, anyways, in my books is a win, but we still actually need to get the win here. So Puljujarvi can't get the hit off there. And, oh boy, here we go. Yeah, 3-on-1. I messed it up. And Calgary does take game number 4, to tie the series up 2-2. That one stings because we could have taken the 3-1 lead, and it just doesn't happen. That's kind of cool, though, with the 3 stars. I like how they do that. Haven't seen that before, and yeah, Dubé just got set up there big time. So, we outshot him, we outplayed him, but could not get the finish. So, series tied 2-2 heading back to Edmonton. We need to get the victory here. We cannot drop a game on home ice again, not for the remainder of this series, and here we go. So, first period, Ratty and Chychrun both show up, scoring on 2 of our 9 shots as we get outshot 10-9 in the first period. Second period, it's a 3-0 game as Marody makes it a 3-0 score there on the, I don't know which shot it would have been, but we outshoot them 21-19 at the end of the second. Things are looking real good here. You know, unfortunately, we weren't able to beat Calgary in live gameplay there, but that's okay. As long as we can take a 3-2 series lead. Calgary sneaks back in, but Draisaitl widens the gap. Again, Marody adds even further to that as it's a 5-1 game now. And Edmonton's sitting pretty. They're looking good. So, even though, you know, they were getting outshot there for a little bit, the Flames are definitely pushing back, but just couldn't really get anything going against Samsonov, as he is the by far superior goalie in this situation. And 2 goals and an assist for Cooper Marody will get him first start of the game there. So, Chychrun actually leads the team with 6 points in 5 games in these playoffs so far. And heading into game number 6 here, the Oilers look to, again, win the series in the Saddle Dome. First period, it's a 1-1 game as McDavid and Ruzicka both score there for their respective clubs. 13-10 for Edmonton after the first in shots. Second period, it is a 3-2 game as the Oilers take the lead there on a goal from Evan Bouchard. All those goals were scored within about 4 minutes of each other, so that is tight. We are going to jump into this third period to try and seal the deal here and end off the episode, but we'll see what happens. All right, so here we go. Calgary with the unmatching jerseys and gloves. I love it. Let's try to beat them. So here we go. Third period underway. Draisaitl wins the face-off, and things are looking good here. Oh, Draisaitl almost made the move there. Oh, we took out Backlund hard there. They try to set up. I noticed the AI likes to set up one-timers this year. Like, big time. Yamo's got speed. Forehand, backhand. What a goal. Kyler Yamamoto making it a 4-2 game. I wanted to go forehand, backhand there, and it turns out as Rittich was not ready for that one. He probably thought I was going to shoot on the side I was following across on there. I mean, it would have been this way for you guys, but yeah, cutting it back there with Yamo, he just absolutely tucks that one on the backhand. That was gorgeous. All right, 4-2 game. We've really shut up the Saddle Dome here for sure, and this is looking good for Edmonton right now. Oh, McDavid's gone. Sorry, Hannafin, you got burned, buddy. I just did not finish that well. Oh, great poke check there again, Myra. Making plays. I love it. Oh, Draisaitl's got the step here, too. Leon Draisaitl, forehand, backhand. Gorgeous finish again. That seals it right there. Sorry, Calgary, but you are just getting played by the President's Trophy winners this year. No offense, like, I get it. I'm an Oilers fan, like, that's very biased, but I would say that this season especially, the Oilers are definitely the better team here. So, yeah, even though, you know, Calgary did get 2 wins off of us. That's fair, but oh, goodness, what a finish there by Leon Draisaitl, and he got the step, the defense wasn't moving, and that's game. 5-2. Oh, God, another gorgeous play, and that's 6-2. I literally focused for like 5 seconds, and Draisaitl can just make some gorgeous passes. I swear to God, guys, I'm playing on All-Star too. So this is, it's not easy gameplay by any means, but what a finish there. Like, whew, that's just fantastic. I don't know, I think that was Sheary's second of the playoffs, I think. Draisaitl's second point of the night. That says 1, so I don't know if that's 1 on the night or what happened there. Oh, that was almost a snipe. Trying to get the goalie to move around there. Oh, right in front. No. And there you go, last 5 seconds. That's going to essentially wrap this up. And there you go. I don't know why Samsonov's wearing a Condors helmet. We'll have to change that for the next series coming up here. But there you go, boys. The Edmonton Oilers are your winners of this first round series in the Battle of Alberta. Not much of a surprise there. We've got the good goaltending in place. We've got a solid D-core, and obviously McDavid and Draisaitl up front just torches teams. So, there you go. A very solid win. Backlund's the captain now. That's interesting, but big win there for sure, as McDavid gets 3rd star. I don't know, goal, assist, and a hit. Not bad. He didn't really set up anything. Sherry gets a goal, 2 assists, and a hit for 2nd star. And I assume it's going to be Draisaitl for the 1st star, as he got 2 goals, I believe. I think Draisaitl had 2 goals, and yeah, 2 goals and an assist for Draisaitl. So yeah, big game absolutely for all these guys. And there you go. We are moving on to the next round. The Battle of Alberta proves to be successful. So anyways, if you guys are enjoying this series and everything that's going on with it so far, make sure you go down below, drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new. We're trying to hit 1,000 subs. We're definitely on our way there, and I appreciate every single one of my subscribers in building this community up. Also, make sure you turn on notifications to never miss a video, and also make sure you leave comments to possibly get featured in the next episode. But that's going to be it for me. This is Etanyos signing out, and see ya!